going on, guys? It's gonna be a mowing video today. I have this customer here that actually lives in Texas, and we come every other week and maintain the property. Pretty good sized property. We keep the yard mowed, we keep the leaves up in the fall. But to all you guys out there that go, man, oh man, it would be awesome to have my own lawn service and just cut grass. Trust me, it is. There's good money in it. But for you guys starting out, you see all that stuff swaying over there? That's 2 weeks worth of growth of grass. Try to come down a little bit. Look how thick that is. Everywhere you look. All the way across. So the thing is, you know, when you come in the spring and price this, you may be able to blast through this, you know, in no time. But as the heat and the humidity and the moisture of summer comes, you know, and then, you know, we're in September now and it's going to get better. But in those 2 or 3 months of summer, 3 months of summer, whatever, it's going to be a nightmare. And you're going to have to make sure that you price this job good enough to make money at it, or you're going to be here all day. So the only way around, which we like our yards, we like them to look good, of course. You know, in the mowing business, you want weeklies. You want to come cut a yard every week, because if not, you're going to have all this to deal with. And you know, you see my boots, look, it's still wet. It's 12 o'clock in the evening, or 12 o'clock in the morning, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. But look at how thick this is. And I know you're going to see some of them videos and you're going to say, well, I seen this guy cutting a field and it didn't look like that. It didn't look that thick. This is thick. This is thick grass. But what it is this weeds, it's junk. So we'll have to run it and mow it high, because now we used to keep this customer cut on 2.5 at the start of the season because they liked it low, and we could do that every 2 weeks up until about a month ago, and then it went out. So now it isn't so great. Sorry, I had to cut that video a little short. But anyway, what I was saying is we started cutting this out on 2.5 back in the spring, and we cut it on 2.5 for a long time until about a month ago, and then we had to raise it up. I mean, if you came and cut this on 2.5, you might as well bring in a bale, like a hay baler after that, because you're going to be baling some hay. And I mean, the motor on my mower is good, but it isn't a big block, and I don't know if a big block would even cut through this, but you'd still have to run it 2 or 3 times because that'd be so much thatch. But we cut this one on 4 or 4.5 now, and it's still thick on 4.5. I mean, raising it up 2 inches, you know, it still makes a big difference. But just think about stuff like that when you're pricing jobs, because you know, you may be able to run over it really quick and get in and out. But I mean, and if somebody just wants it knocked down, I mean, this customer doesn't even live here. But I don't want somebody to see in my truck in the driveway and then see it look like crap. So we go ahead and make sure that it looks good. Even though she's not going to see it, we know it's going to be there. So we always make sure that it looks good when we leave. So just want to let you guys have a little a little perception. I mean, look at this. This is up to my knee. This is 2 weeks worth. And you need to know how to do that. You know, you can't come out here and cut wet grass on what you cut it when it was dry and think you're going to get the same results. So I'll show you what this looks like when we're done. I got to get mowing. I've stood around and talked too long. Guys, trust me when I tell you this. We're in southeast Tennessee, and it is so dusty right now. I come in every evening. Doesn't matter if the yard's wet. Doesn't matter if it's a weekly, bi-weekly. You start mowing, it starts throwing up some dust. So I got these off a SA Mask or something like that. SA Company. They got a bunch of different ones. I wear them when we're doing leaves. But it's been so dusty here lately in Tennessee that I mean, like, you either wear one of these or come home and blow your nose for an hour. So I decided to put mine on today. But I want to show you this yard first and foremost. So I wanted to say that for one. If you don't have these mast or polyester, they work great for getting dust. When I'm spraying houses or spraying roofs, sometimes I'll wear them, you know, just to cover my face as far as, you know, cleaning the roof. But for mowing in dusty conditions, it's amazing. All right, now here's this yard I just showed you. Now you look at this, and I mean, that looks good. Should come down a little bit. And it's like a yard I showed you guys last year, just it's just a different property. But you'll see, and a lot of guys will leave this. You know, a homeowner may leave this like that. But I mean, you got stripes of grass here and here and here and here. It's just where the grass is just so thick down through there. So I like to go a little bit above and beyond, even though this is a bi-weekly. And I run back over this and mulch it up. And the thing is, you think, oh, you got to mow it twice, and in a way you are. But the second time you're mowing, there you go, snapper. When you're mowing this way, you can raise the deck and fly through this. All you're trying to do, you're not mowing anything. You're really just moving and blowing the grass around. So it makes a big difference on how the finished yard looks. And it only take me about 10 minutes to do this whole area. And then when they come home, or you know, when I see it, just when I leave or people drive by, it looks better than just a bunch of rows of, you know, here and here and here. Like I said, it's not going to hurt nothing. We just like to make it look the best we can. So I'll run it back over and show you what that looks like. All right, guys, I showed you what it looked like. Now look at this. This looks good, crisp and clean. You're gonna see some. I mean, it's hard to get it perfect. Which my mower doesn't stripe. I'm about to pitch the deck actually when I get in today to see if it makes a difference, because the stripe kit that I sold, or that I bought, but the one I had on my mower, my wife actually got for an anniversary gift. See, talk about striping a yard. I mean, you look at it this way, it doesn't really look like much. We'll come down and look at it the other way with the sun shining this way. But I've known guys that have him snappers like mine, and they stripe, you know, they stripe great. But I sold the one off of mine this year, and the guy that bought it, I mean, he posts videos or pictures all the time, and his look great. I see. Well, mine doesn't stripe, but I mean, you can see, you know, the grass looks really good. This is a 2-week growth. You know, we could have come and cut it low, super low, and had a bunch of nasty thatch everywhere and left the grass on top, but we spread it out. That's what separates you from other guys. So just a little tip. I may even pitch the deck on the mower and how it's supposed to be. I know Johnny Moe, I asked him, and I'd ask a few other guys, and they say, you know, the front needs to be, or the back needs to be 1/4 inch higher. So pretty sure mine's not like that. So I'm going to get mine, I'm going to pitch it this evening and sharpen the blades on it. And I'll come back, maybe do a follow-up video and see what this yard looks like in a couple of weeks. But for now, this is a bi-weekly. You've seen what it looked like to begin with. And yeah, we're gonna call it a wrap. But just want to give you guys, you know, you always see comments on videos like, I want to start my own business, I want to mow yards, and it's great. But you got to realize you got to be able to deal with this stuff, because if not, you'll lose customers quick as you get them. But anyway, I got to get the weed eating. Got to get the trim and get this place took care of. So we'll see you guys next time.